Hey folks, it's Ralf with Stray Benzes. Today, got an episode on control lights going on in your instrument cluster on the 126 S-Class Benz from yesteryear. And here's another interesting one that some of you might have encountered, and that is the brake light being on without you pushing down on the emergency brake. Sometimes that does happen. Here's what that looks like, and maybe even some of the other lights better explained to you. So here is the instrument cluster with the ignition in two. Most of them need to be on. One you might have seen that went off after a little bit is this one right here, the safety restraint system. That is let me just switch off the heating so we can hear better. That one can be many things. It can be the airbags, but if you move the seats, disassembled them and didn't put them back together right, especially on the second gen 89 and through 91, that one will also not go off, so you might have to go and take a look at the red plug under the seat. That is definitely that one. ABS, very excuse me, very often that will come on with the wheel sensors, the ABS sensors being dirty. That can happen. It can be the sensors themselves. If that one is on and the tach won't work, it is most likely your over voltage protection relay. So fix those. That will definitely do it. Otherwise, look for your wheel sensors and clean them up, because the moment that they are dirty and they're magnetic, so there's some rust on there or something, that will also cause this thing to come on. This is the dreaded light that lets the comes on when any of the light bulbs outside, including the ones for the backup, are busted. So and some of them, when it's cold, sometimes this gets to be a little finicky. This is one where for the low washer fluid for the washer, the headlamp, and the windshield washer. So be careful with those. Not really super. These are obviously not threatening. ABS is a little worse, and so is the safety restraint system. When the dreaded engine light comes on, it can be a whole myriad of things, but that's definitely something not to mess around with. It can be the oxygen sensor, ignition system. There are quite a few other things that can go wrong. This is low coolant. There's a coolant sensor in the coolant reservoir. If that is low, move over to the right, because that one will only come on if you maybe busted a hose, or heaven forbid, it happened to me also, the cooler core gives way. The plastic headers are prone to breaking, or the hose connections. This is the low oil level light. When that comes on, you're definitely getting close to the low level on the engine oil. This one here is for the brake sensors. The front brakes on this model had brake pad sensors. The moment that they were worn and they made contact with the rotor, they start lighting up this one, and you need to soon get the brake pads replaced. Obviously, high beam here, always hidden behind the cruise control. That one is unfortunately positioned more so for the Europeans that don't have the cruise control stick here. This one is a funny story back on this, because that's not a battery that needs replacing. That one is your alternator, if that is lit. If the alternator is bad, there's also kind of some other things that can go wrong, like all the lights coming on in the cluster, and your tach going wild, and also the ABS light coming on. But I went to a store once, and a young lady wanted to get a new battery for a car because the battery light had come on. That's not the one. This one here is topic of today, the brake one. That's normally when you push the emergency brake. and that comes on. So let me just start the engine real quick. So normally you pull the emergency brake lever and this should go off and this stays on. When it does, there are two reasons why this can happen. This one has two circuits. One is connected, a switch connected to the linkage of your emergency brake. If you didn't mess with it, the other thing that it can be is a low level in the brake, liquid level in the brake reservoir. So let's take a look what we find out under the hood. As we can see, the reservoir is nicely filled. Also the one in the back for the, you can barely see the wall for the rear, is also filled up to here to max. So this is not obviously not it. The switch is there. And let's take a look at the level sensors for the front and back. And voila, here's the culprit. There's something that prevented this one from coming up. And there it is. This should be nice and loose. And what must have happened here, that somehow I hit the top of this rubber, pushing this one in, and that sent the the light to go off on the instrument cluster. Note to these should not be brittle. They should be nice, supple rubber. Replace these as needed. The reason why is brake fluid is hygroscopic, which means it attracts moisture from the ambient air and eventually lowers the boiling point of the brake fluid. Not something you want if you need to hit the brakes and all of a sudden you've got bubbles in your system and your brake pedal is going to feel all spongy and stuff like that. So don't jeopardize it. Make sure that the seal in your refill cap is okay, and the same thing with the two level sensors. So let's check whether or not we fixed it. There we go. Fixed the issue. So we're in good shape. Happy wrenching.